Hello, I'm mlayten, Spiff practice lead at GoCardia. Today we are going to look at why Spiff is your recruiting team ultimate sales booster. Now, whenever I look at a SaaS tool, I think of it like hiring a trusted member of our team. And at a recruiting company, you know all about hiring the perfect team. If we were to place an ad for our sales enablement tool, it might read something like this. Wanted, Sales Enablement Professional. Must help our team stay focused on their goals, keep an eye on the accuracy of our data, meet our performance targets, meet tight deadlines, be flexible, be a team player, and have all the right connections. Well, I'm here today to show you how Spiff meets all these and more. First, I want to talk about helping our team stay focused on their goals. Today, to do that, I'm going to log in as Mohandra's Kitten, one of our account managers. So far this year, he has made over 55 placements, which is great. We want him to see that he's made a great trend in his commissions. They're going up and up. He can quickly see what placements he's made, who the contracts are, when they've started work, what the company's made in commissions, what the company's commission rates, what the person's salary was, what the company made as a placement rate, the company made as a placement fee, how it was split, etc. right here, and see if there's any inaccuracy. Spiff can provide this information every few hours so that if there's any problems with any of his deals, he can return back to revenue operations right away and get a problem fixed before it's the end of the month and you're all struggling to meet payday deadlines. By seeing how their data in the CRM translates directly into their own personal commissions, they will spot the errors before RevOps has even had a chance to look at the data. Because trust me, salespeople know when the commissions hit their paychecks. Also, we want our salespeople to feel motivated, to see their own performance targets. So I'm going to exit impersonation and take a look at one of our recruiters' commissions. Now, Earl is doing great. He's got a 98% individual attainment and can see that right here, that he is so close to meeting his goals this month. One more sale ought to push him right over. And if he wants to see how that impacts his bonus, he can see that one more placement and he goes from having a $25,000 possible bonus to a $50,000 annual bonus. Think he's going to make that next placement, 25 grand in his pocket? You better believe it. As far as meeting tight deadlines, you may have run across other commission software that can take hours or days to calculate commission. With Spiff, most commissions can be calculated in seconds to minutes. Even with hundreds of thousands of lines, most commissions can be calculated in under 5 minutes. So even if you find a last-minute mistake in your calculation and need to refresh, you'll be able to meet those tightest of deadlines. And our syncs can run as fast as every 15 minutes, so your data is always up to date throughout the month so that you can keep your data synced and up to date continuously rather than a single run at the end of the month. Now, one of the greatest things about Spiff is its flexibility, because we know that not everybody is the same and not every commission plan always runs the same way. So if your plan changes, everything is in a very Excel-like format so that you can make changes yourself on the fly. For example, our recruiter tiers are all laid out here with percentages and allocations, and we could very easily change our max rate here from, say, 5 to 6%. No coding necessary, no calling a developer. You can make the changes yourself in minutes. All of our formulas are in Excel-like formats. if you can use a spreadsheet, you can use Spiff with just a little training. You should get comfortable very quickly. Now we also want Spiff to be a team player. And Spiff is. So here we can see that we have set up some team definitions, and our teams can have subteams because we know many of you have complex team structures. So our director of recruitment has team members such as Jessica and Linnea, who each are running teams of their own. And you can have as many layers of subteams as is necessary for your most complex plan. In Designer, we can go to our filters and we can use built-in filters that are aware of our team lead roll-ups and can match by users and their IDs within an existing framework. And if necessary, we can go from automatically searching a team hierarchy to manually selecting individual teams and users to include instead. But by far the easiest is to let your team leads lead their teams and then either exclude or include the team leads contracts as part of the IDs or names to include as your included fields. So our is an AM filter checks to see if our rep names are equal to account manager 1 or account manager 2. And our is account manager filter checks to see if AM1 roll-up or AM2 roll-up includes our team filters. So they work just the same and are interchangeable in our filters. This makes it really easy to use side-by-side data and side-by-side filters to use the similar roles and create very similar filters and very similar logic for our teams and our individual users, which has given me the ability to create end-of-the-year annual bonuses for team placements for the number of placements in our recruiters based on their current at any given time throughout the year. And we can see that goes up as the year progresses. Individual and annual placements in the team with very parallel logic, where we're just counting our filters as the current, looking at how much would be the next year, assigning a current bonus and what their next year base bonus would be, and at the end of the year, paying that same bonus as an actual pay. So very parallel logic to provide very parallel work and provide a lot of flexibility along the way. And again, in a very Excel-like format that's easy to maintain, easy to update, and easy to change. And this data is pulling straight from a table that can be updated at any time and provides easy maintainability for the admin, as well as auditability for your finance players. But at the end of the day, none of this means anything without the right connections. And we have great ways of managing your data relationships between fields, including a handy data objects visualizer that not only shows you your relationships that you have in a simple table, but lets you see those relationships and redraw them Maybe not always in the most simple way if you have very complicated relationships. As we all know, some of us have. But here you see that we have hours reports related to our contracts, which relate to our users, relating to our opportunities. And all of those relate back to our accounts. So we have our connections within our Salesforce universe. And if we need to go beyond our Salesforce universe, Spiff speaks many languages and knows how to make connections throughout this cloud to many different types of connectors. All in all, Spiff would make a great hire for any recruitment company. And follow along on my Spiff YouTube channel to find out even more about our Spiff commissions and our Spiff plans, and see more details about the recruitment plans that we've created and the details of how these plans have been created. Or if you want a one-on-one demo and more information about what Spiff can do for you and your company, or about the coaching contracts and plans that we have available, contact us at hello@GoCarya or check our page at gocarya.com/Spiff, or reach out to me at linkedin.mlayten or mlayten@mlayten.com, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. Please do all the YouTube things, like and subscribe, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thank you.